welcome to the What the Fort Monarchs preview show. Myself, Dave Harley, joined again by Mike Hunter this week. Graham, unfortunately, poorly after getting his second vaccine today, but it's great to have Mike back with us again. We're looking ahead to the knockout cup match against the Birmingham Brummies this Friday at Armadale Stadium, and we'll hopefully look ahead with talk to Kai Thompson and James Shanes of the Brummies, and then we'll have the blast from the past later on. So Mike, as last time we had you on, we had a sensational away performance just before.
Well, I think we have to loud round of applause for the team for that performance. As you're well aware, we've developed a strange habit of maybe struggling at home at times and then going away and doing substantially better. That's been happening for a few years now. I was just doing a list for the programme the other day, and we did it in 2015 against Glasgow and Peterborough. The same thing happened back in what was the other one? There's another one in there somewhere where we lose at home and come back. Oh, the Newcastle Cup.
Yes, Newcastle, yeah.
2014. Another incredible turnaround, and it says a lot for the character of the team. I know football team managers love saying that kind of thing, but I think we feel that we've got a real battling team. It might not be the most solid team we've ever had. It's as we know, we've got good hate leaders, and the others have to pick up the points required for victory. But as a team unit, I think they do tremendously well, and they give themselves a chance anywhere just by blending together and all pulling together.
I totally agreed, Mike. And as I said on social media earlier in the week, it was summed up by when they're on the victory truck at the end of the meeting with the mechanics there as well as the riders. So real team bond, and they're really enjoying themselves, and it's great to see that. And some great racing as well at Glasgow. It was a good day all round. We're now Friday night is Birmingham Brummies. They're pretty infrequent visitors to Armadale, given that they went up to the Premiership, so it's not very often we see them, but potentially you were saying earlier, Mike, just dark horses this year, do you think?
Well, I think they are a good team. I watched them win at Berwick early on in the season. They've got, they didn't on that night have Eric Riss, but they've got Eric and Chris Harris as two very good riders, of course. They've got a nifty little middle pairing between James Shanes and Ashley Morris. They've got a strong rider replacement for this chap, Grobauer, who never seems to ride very often in Britain. And Jack Thomas and Paco Castagna at reserve. And any team that can knock Redcar out the cup has to be respected, even though there was a fair bit of controversy surrounding that tie. I will not need to go into that here, but I consider Birmingham to be a good side, and we'll be doing well to knock them out.
Yeah, and they only have had 6 meetings so far this season, as obviously they took the decision to stall their season with the COVID restrictions, meaning they couldn't have crowds that they required. But it's great to see them back going again, and they'll all have been ecstatic with that win last Wednesday against Redcar, which does set up nicely. As I said, this Friday's match was supposed to be a league meeting, but as luck would have it, we're drawn with Birmingham in the cup after our win earlier in the season against Newcastle. So it fits nicely getting that fixture in now with the Brummies visiting this Friday night, and we're due to go to Birmingham a week on Wednesday. Sorry, so it's good to get these cup matches going, and hopefully something we can build on and something to look forward to later in the season when we get through it, Mike.
Definitely, it's sometimes we've seen it in the past that cup ties get pushed back, and you finish up racing most of the cup in October. Well, we don't want that to happen, and it strikes me as a fun tie, Edinburgh versus Birmingham. Edinburgh have a very good record at Birmingham in relatively recent times. It's a place I certainly enjoy watching Speedway, and I hope that they're doing well with their crowds now. As one of the teams that circumstances suggest that we need to perhaps cross our fingers for the likes of Birmingham and Newcastle, who've had a difficult start to the season, but hopefully it'll all come together for them and we can help them with that with some good speedway down there.
Friday night, 7:30. Tickets are available now from the Monarchs website, edinburghmonarchs.co.uk, and you go and get your advance ticket as soon as possible and ahead of Friday. The booth will be available on Friday for buying tickets on the night. And of course, if you're not able to make it and you're outside beyond the 25-mile radius, that you'll be able to buy the stream and watch the stream online. So
I have said, as you know, that if there's anybody within that 25-mile radius that simply can't attend, they just need to email us at info@edinburghmonarchs.co.uk, and we'll look kindly, I think, on people that give us reasonable reasons why they couldn't attend, and therefore we'll let them watch the stream. I think people have to realise that we want people basically to attend if they can.
Yeah.
We don't want to set up the stream as a counter attraction to people actually coming to Armadale. That's not the plan at all. But it is the plan to have anybody that can't attend Armadale able to watch it. And it's been doing well for us so far this season, financially, I think.
Showing that the Monarchs are improving and building into the season with 5 of the 7 riders averages increase, including Josh and Kai. Significant improvement since the start of the season, and Josh up now challenging Richie for that second spot in the team, just slightly behind him now in the averages.
That's what makes a team successful. If you start off at the same level, in fact, we started off below everybody else, really, because of the rising star rules being foisted upon us early on. But as you say, 5 of them raising their average. Josh, I think, has put nearly 1.5 points on his average, and Kai well up. That's what makes you successful, and that's why we're challenging near the top.
And that's why it'd be good to get a good cup run there, starting on Friday night against Birmingham. And yeah, looking ahead to that meeting, we caught up with Kai Thompson earlier.
Fresh off the back of his first Scottish derby. Did you enjoy that experience last weekend, Kai?
Yeah, mate, I absolutely loved it. Yeah, it was the atmosphere was unreal, and the fans were amazing. So pulling off a win in a couple great races was definitely a good feeling and one to remember.
Yeah, certainly that in your second race there were kind of, when you're sat in third there, it was looking like you maybe get caught until you found that outside line, and suddenly you were off and looking fantastic.
Yeah, that's right. The first race I was sort of trying to dive up the inside, not really familiar with the track. So yeah, and I was sort of wrecking my speed by trying to go up the inside, and obviously getting passed on the line by Sam Jensen. So in the second race, it was sort of doing the same thing, and I knew then I needed to change. So I headed wide for the dirt, and yeah, we were able to pull off a 5-1.
So we're looking ahead to Birmingham this week, and now it's changed into the Knockout Cup. Looking forward to Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely. It should be another great match, and but yeah, I'm full of confidence. So yeah, I'm sure it should be able to go on in the main body. And it's just getting the first corner sorted out from the start line to the first corner, and if we can get out of there good and be in a good position, there's no worries about coming out with good results.
Yeah, and obviously the main aim for Friday is to get a lead to take to Birmingham when we go there in a couple of weeks. Has there been any chat about a target the Monarchs would like to get to on Friday?
No, I think we'll just do our thing. We know how we can be good around there, even though we've haven't smashed it like against some of these teams, but like a lot of these teams we've come up against, no slouts, and they've had a lot of experience around Armadale. So, no, I think we'll come back. We'll come back strong. I think we can pull a good lead into coming into Birmingham.
Yeah, it's good, close racing. It's exciting for the fans, but hopefully, as you say, we will be able to pull a big enough lead to get through to the next round. And it's a hectic few weeks with the matches at Plymouth and Poole and Leicester next week. I don't know if that counts as a two matches in a row, but a new experience for you there as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a big trip. So never ridden any of them tracks either. So just a little learning curve, and but hopefully we can go down there and make an impact. So and make the trip worthwhile, and get ourselves in a good position still in the championship.
Yeah, it's new tracks isn't something that's aged you so far this year. So yeah, I'm like to get a good variety, especially going from Plymouth then to Poole. But I'm sure the boys, plenty of boys have got experience there to help guide you.
Yeah, definitely. The boys are great. We get on all really well. So they're good enough to share their thoughts and tips and stuff like that. So it helps big time. They're good riders. So we always like to score points. So.
That's excellent. Okay, thank you very much for joining us tonight, and good luck for Friday and for next week. Looking forward to it.
Thank you very much. See you there.
So Kai, they're looking forward to Friday night Armadale against Birmingham, and looking at in the Birmingham team led by Chris Harris and Eric Riss. It's a pretty potent top two that will give Sam and Richie a good run for the money, and it'll be good to see Eric back. And with, as you say, those rider replacement for Grobauer, that will give Eric an extra race. So that'll be a good tough challenge for our top three, Mike.
Definitely will. I would say we've got the best top three in the league, but there are others that can push them pretty hard, and Birmingham's certainly one of them.
And I didn't mention James Shanes there because we spoke to James. He's a rider you quite fancy, Mike. I'm
a big fan of James Shanes. He's got a lovely style. I know he's a good grass tracker and all these kind of things. And I've watched him with great interest over the last few years.
And we caught up with James as we look ahead to Friday as well. So here's from James Shanes. And I would like to welcome to the Fort Monarchs preview show, James Shanes from the Birmingham Brummies. James, really good to see you, and you're looking forward to a trip to Scotland on Friday evening?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been up there. I'm not looking forward to the drive, but yeah, it's a long way from down south. But yeah, it's good. Last time I rode at Edinburgh, I had a good day, so I'm looking forward to going back there and have another go.
Where do you actually stay, James?
Dorset. I'm Dorset. I'm about half an hour down the coast from Poole, so it's about an 8.5, 9 hour drive up to Edinburgh for us.
Yeah, that is a big trek. We've got that opposite next week when we're down at Poole. But yeah, so a long trip for you there, James. But you'll just be glad to get some racing going after the kind of stop-start to the season that Birmingham have had. How are you settling into this season?
Yeah, like you say, it's been a bit stop-start. It was, starting to get into the swing of it, and then we stopped and had a month out. But I'm looking forward to getting back on the bike again and getting back into the swing of it. So, and obviously last week we had the full team back and we did really well. So it should be great to see how we perform in the next couple of weeks as the team gets stronger and stronger.
You must be pretty pleased that you managed to knock Redcar out, because Redcar are a decent team.
Yeah, it was. That was an eventful night. there was sort of a bit of bad blood after what happened the week before, several weeks before. But it was what it was. Red Card didn't perform on the night, and we all sort of found the performance we needed. So, it's great. It means a little bit more, a couple more meets for us, and hopefully we can go to the next stage. It'd be great.
Yeah, that's obviously the challenge on Friday night with the now being the next round of the cup already there for you. And yourself in there at number 3, is that something new for you this season, or?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be number 3. I was sort of went to season thinking I'll be number 2. But Lawrence had the faith in me to put me in number 3, and thankfully I haven't really let him down. I've been scoring well, scoring consistently. Just need to find a little bit more performance, and just need to get this gating thing sorted, and hopefully I'll be away from there. So, we've got plenty of plans in the pipeline of different things we're going to try. So, hopefully I can get that sorted soon and start performing where I feel I should be.
Your partner's usually Ashley Morris, isn't it? And he had a couple of seasons with the Monarchs. He even won a league title with the Monarchs. So he knows quite a bit about riding Armadale, and I kind of suspect that you two, your styles complement each other quite well.
Yeah, we've had several times where I'm not afraid to go around the outside and stick in the dirt, and Ash is quite a good rider off the curb. So there's been several occasions where that has worked in our favour. Definitely did at Berwick first meet of the year, and it had several times at Birmingham. So it's nice to ride with Ash. He's a good clean rider, and he's a good team rider as well. So hopefully we can put his knowledge of Edinburgh with Eric's knowledge as well. Hopefully we'll go there knowing what we've got to do and how we're going to do it.
Yeah, as you say, Eric there's another one, and Chris Harris goes well at Armadale as well. So a great opportunity for you guys. I don't know, would you have a target for Friday night?
Not really, just sort of go and have some fun. That's sort of what my aim's been this year, and the whole team's aim really has been just to go, have fun, ride our bikes, and sort of show that what we can do and what Birmingham can do. It's been a stop-start season. It was, we got a good team on paper, and there's no pressure on us. We just got to go, enjoy riding our bikes, do our job, and that's sort of all we can ask for, really.
You scored 10+2 for Sheffield when you were there in 2018 at Armadale, and can you remember much about the track? Did you enjoy it that night?
Yeah, that was a good day. I got kicked out of the stadium early in the morning because me and Henning got into the stadium and have a little look around the track and got asked politely to leave. But it was a great day. I can remember I was busy, as I was quite a lot at Sheffield. I was doing 7 rides pretty much every meeting, and I got the opportunity to do heat 15, which was a good experience for me then. I didn't score in 15, but I wasn't really expected to. It was just to sort of give me the experience, and I deserved it that day. So yeah, I've got fond memories of it, and hopefully I can look back in my little black book and it'll tell me what I did, and I'll do it again, hopefully.
Maybe I could just ask you about your grass track stuff just before we finish. Are you still doing that?
Yeah, still doing grass track. It's been, again, stop-start. Done about 4 or 5 meetings in England this year. Did the first round of the long track GP 11 days ago, I think it is now, which was a challenging day with the weather conditions we had. Didn't really play into our favour, but I walked away 6th, which is a good starting ground for me. So we've got another 2 rounds to go in Poland and another one in France. So yeah, it's been difficult. All the open meetings I was booked into have all been sort of cancelled now with COVID sort of making another appearance in Europe. So yeah, wait and see, I guess, again.
You're a bit of a champion on the grass, aren't you? You won the British Masters and the European.
Yeah, the British Masters has been a great one. One more and I beat Simon Wigg's record of Masters titles. So that's someone I've got my eyes set on for this year. And the European that's 2 very different days for the 2 titles I've got, and I want to add a couple more to that, so break a few more records. That's the aim for the rest of my career, really.
Oh yes, well, we're obviously looking forward to seeing you in action on Friday night. Perhaps from our perspective, we're hoping you might not do quite as well, but we're hoping it's a fantastic night of racing. So thank you very much for joining us, James. And as I say, we'll look forward to seeing you on Friday.
Awesome. I look forward to you guys too. Have a good one.
So James looking forward to his trip up to Armadale on Friday night. So again, you can all come and see James in action by getting your ticket from edinburghmonarchs.co.uk. 4 away fixtures in the next fortnight, starting on Tuesday night. A difficult fixture at Plymouth, and then an even harder fixture at Poole. So we'll have to be at our top of our game there, Mike.
Yes, indeed. In fact, I think there's 5 away matches in that period, because we're at Leicester on the Saturday as well for the restaging of the earlier rain-off, and then we've got Kent and the second leg of the cup tie with Birmingham. So we need everybody fit and firing on all cylinders for that run of fixtures.
Talking about fixtures, I think we just have to touch briefly on the Armadale Devils, the Armadale Stellar Devils, who are back in action again this weekend. They were originally planned to have 2 fixtures down at Eastbourne on Saturday night and then Mildenhall on Sunday. Unfortunately, stadium restrictions have been brought in at Eastbourne, which means they cannot run double headers. So the Seagulls against Devils match has had to be postponed. The match at Mildenhall will go ahead, so hopefully the Devils will get back on track successfully on Sunday, Mike.
Yes, indeed. They haven't ridden for quite a while, and so it's a bit of a blow to lose a match. But
yeah, that's the way Speedway is sometimes, with the challenges, rain-offs, etc. And it's what we've been used to for years and years. Of guys like yourself, Mike, have seen all sorts in Speedway, and which brings us nicely to our blast from the past for this week from 2007, Mike.
Yes, it was a visit from Birmingham. Not one of our better years, but still some good racing. Can have a look at that now.
Heat 13, Ulrich Ostergaard rides from Gate 1. Gate 2 is George Stansel. Gate 3, Emiliano Sanchez and Cali Cataisto on Gate 4. Looks like Stansel's made a good one. Sanchez going for the outside, but Stansel's blocked that run and he leads down the back straight. This is a crucial race, obviously, and Stansel's gone for the big blast. Sanchez, another habit of getting those names mixed up. Sanchez looking quick. Stansel's going to have to work very hard. Here comes Sanchez up the inside. Stansel swings into the turn again. He's in danger here, but he's managed to force his way ahead again. Sanchez looks the quicker of the two, but he's got to find a position. Stansel wobbling there. Sanchez has gone through. Just a slight mistake there, under pressure from the Argentinian, and Sanchez takes a very good win and chops another 2 points off the Monarchs' advantage.
That was a great race from Emiliano Sanchez to picking up the win over George Stansel back 14 years ago. Hopefully we'll see his racing as good as that on Friday night. You'd also noticed the race featured Ulrich Ostergaard, who unfortunately was involved in that really bad accident at Armadale last Friday night, and I think we would just like to double down on wishing Ulrich all the best with his recovery. I don't think they've fully said how severe his back injury is yet, but he definitely has a broken wrist and he's going to be out for a while. And it was a really, really bad crash, Mike.
It certainly was. Really shocked everybody in the stadium, really, because he went into the fence at such a speed. It's just something that happens when they lose control sometimes, and it's very unfortunate and a bit frightening, to be honest. So in the end, it seems that it's not been as serious as perhaps it appeared it could be. And I know that he's been on Facebook today thanking the many, many people that have sent him best wishes. And that's what Speedway's like, of course. everybody wants all speedway riders to stay safe and recover from these kind of injuries.
Yeah, and obviously that brought a premature end to last Friday's meeting, but rider safety is paramount, and whilst it would be, we don't know what would happen if we got the last race run, the medical equipment that was being used for Ulrich in the ambulance on Friday night is essential to be available for racing to go ahead. That's one of the stipulations, and for obvious reasons, if there is an accident like Ulrich had in Heat 15, you need to have all of this equipment available. So whilst there are 2 paramedics at Armadale every Friday night, unfortunately, because the equipment was there, that meant that the full focus had to be, quite rightly, on Ulrich, which meant there was absolutely no chance, unfortunately, of running the 15th race. It's not a perfect situation, Mike, but as we say, rider safety is number one.
Yes, I mean, I do sometimes wonder about the statement that safety is paramount. If safety was really paramount, you wouldn't have any speedway, would you? But we'll not go that far.
Yeah, and just talking about the ambulance and paramedics, I'll put my Monarchs Fans Trust hat on for a minute here, where at a recent meeting, the club made us aware that the costs have gone up, and as a result, at the Fans Trust meeting last month, we decided that we would increase our monthly donations for this season to £1,500 to help the club meet those requirements and make sure we've got the correct people and equipment in place. And we know that doesn't cover the costs of all this for 4 meetings in a month, but for the remainder of this season, we'll cover up to £1,500 of those costs, and we'll review it again at the end of the season as to where the position is. So that's Monarchs Fans Trust activities are still going on, and the way we're helping the club there. But it's crucial for the club, for the staff, isn't it, Mike?
Great support from the Fans Trust, as always. Much appreciated.
The only thing left to say is to remind everybody that advance tickets are available now. .co.uk. Get your ticket ahead of Friday night's match. The booth is available for those that turn up on the night without tickets, so you can buy your ticket. But you will, of course, have to join two queues, one to buy your ticket and then to gain entrance to the stadium. And then for those that are outside the 25-mile radius, you can, of course, buy the stream and watch the action from Friday live on the internet. And as Mike emphasised earlier, if you are within the radius, but you do have a reason that means you cannot make it to the track, for example, if you're isolating under the COVID rules, please get in touch with us at info@edinburghmonarchs.co.uk is the email address to get in touch, and our team behind the scenes will make sure that you get access to the stream on Friday night. As the Knockout Cup, which means that it's all about building a big lead for us to go to Birmingham a week on Wednesday. 2 weeks tonight if the preview show goes out on a Wednesday night. And interestingly, next week we hopefully we will be able to bring a preview show, even with the 2 fixtures on Tuesday and Wednesday night. We hope to have something. We might have something a little bit different, but we'll leave that up and see how the plans get on. But all I can say to thank you again. Thanks very much, Mike, for joining us on the show. Thanks to James Shanes and Kai Thompson for their thoughts ahead of it. And we'll look forward to Friday night. And all we'll say from that is good night.